tutorial on how to embroider a towel. I've had issues trying to embroider one. I've never sewn before, but yet here I am finding myself sewing and embroidering and doing this for my husband's business. I'm trying to get him started so that when he graduates school, he should be good to go. So this is the end product. I'm coming up with a golf towel here. And if you are new to embroidery, such as I, and are trying to find any instructions on the internet on how to do this, let me tell you, it's not easy. Oh wait, before I continue, I just woke up, my kids are still sleeping, and that's why I look horrendous, so please, no comments about that. Alright, back to what I was saying. With embroidery, there are so many things that there's no way to really prepare for it. But to start, there is this stuff called stabilizer that apparently you need for everything you're going to embroider. So, because the instructions said so, I ran to Walmart and bought stabilizer. Little did I know that there are so many different types of stabilizer and each one has its own cause. What I was trying to embroider at the time was a golf shirt, and the stabilizer that I bought was this one, which is a tearaway. I thought, okay, so easy, I can tear it away, don't have to look at that ugly thing in the back. Wrong. This was too light, needed something heavier. Now there's, for the tearaways, there's the light tearaway, the medium, the heavy, and then there's cutaway. Same thing, there's light, medium, heavy, there's translucent. There is also water soluble. So eventually I figured out I need water soluble stabilizer as well as a heavier stabilizer for the back. The water soluble one for the front, tearaway or cutaway for the back. So I went on eBay, as any self-respecting businesswoman would, and bought water soluble stabilizer. Guess what? Those come in medium, light, and heavy as well. So naturally I bought heavy, little did I know. It was a bit too heavy, so it made the design too bulky up front. Still came out nice, but we knew we needed to fix that. So now I have light stabilizer for the front. And that's what we're going to use today. I've already cut a little piece out right here of the water soluble. I sure hope you can see this because I'm not sure if I'm recording myself or the top of my head. But this is the water soluble we're going to use. Here's the towel we're going to use. And you're also going to need some type of erasable pencil or water soluble marker so that we can mark where we're going to embroider, and an embroidery machine. So I'm going to take you from start to finish. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this in one take because of the whole YouTube rules. So either I might edit it all to fit in one viewing or split it up into segments. Don't criticize me. I'm not a video editor. I'm just trying to help you guys. So let's start. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is, oops, sorry, is we're going to get this basting spray. It's a temporary adhesive. It said it was for sewing, quilting, embroidery. I already messed this up once on my first towel by spraying it directly onto the towel and then placing my item over it, or my stabilizer over it. That was a wrong thing to do because I washed and washed and it won't go away. So what we are going to spray with this today is this water soluble stabilizer. And we're just going to lightly spray it. I got this here so I don't spray over my stuff because I'm not that good. I'll be careful and just try to get the inside of it. You don't have to use a lot. Learn that lesson too. That should be good. My hand's already sticky. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mark the center of our towel. This ain't rocket science here. Where is my marker? There it is. So I'm gonna measure up about 3 inches. I know my design is 3 inches big, and maybe 3.5 inches. So right there I'm gonna put my mark. You would think I'm an old pro. So now we know where that's gonna be. Now hooping. Hooping was another thing that I just couldn't understand. It says fabric should be taut, but how taut? So of course I was stretching it. Alright, my apologies. I guess I ran out of space on my last card and had to stop recording there for a minute. So here's where I am. Centered it up, and I've got my tearaway stabilizer behind. You could use cutaway, anything, but you do want some type of stabilizer in the back. And you want something in the front. Water soluble is best because you can see what you're doing and it's light. And the purpose for this is so that the needle doesn't get caught up in the loops of the towel. So you just don't want any wrinkles inside. That's what's considered taut in my book because it's worked. Just push the top hoop and I unscrewed it all the way so that it would open as far as it could. And there we go, got it in. And this is where you unscrew it to tighten it or loosen it. That's good. Now tighten it up as much as you can. Alright, and now we get our water soluble that we already sprayed with the sticky stuff so it would stick on top and you don't have to worry about trying to hoop it together. You got to be very careful with this because there's sticky stuff on it and it will stick upon itself. Alright, I'll worry about that later. And place it inside. I cut mine so that it would fit inside, so I could get as little as possible of the sticky stuff on my hoop itself. And then just run your finger through there and it's in. Now if you have a machine that does a tack down stitch, you don't really got to do the sticky stuff. Just put your stabilizer in there and tack it down. I'm sure mine does. I just don't know how to use it yet. So this is my fix. Alright, now we move on to the machine. I have downloaded my design onto my machine, which is my husband's logo. And in the back, I made myself some thread stands, which I also have a tutorial for. The reason I did it was I read that that's the reason my thread kept breaking. It could also be that about cheap thread. I don't know because I don't know enough about this. So turn on your machine. Says the carriage will move. Just press OK. Now load your towel. Lift the presser foot and hold at an angle, and you're in. And then just put it here. Oh, my kids are up and fighting already. Outstanding. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna undo the camera here so I can get you guys a better close-up look. What you want to do is go in here, and since I have my design already saved from my computer, I'm gonna select that to bring it out. This is the one I'm gonna do, and that's ready. But if you look here, I'm not centered quite yet. So what I'm gonna do is come back here, hit adjust, and see the arrows. Here we go. I'm gonna move the arrows down until my spot there is centered. I'm not sure if you can see that, but here we go. Alright, we're centered now. Now all you have to do is, oh, we gotta thread the machine, don't we? So I can't do that with one arm. I know that my first color is black, so I'm gonna bring that up. I gotta put this back on here. Bring it up with two hands. You want to put it inside this, and there's a number here, pattern, flow, whatever you want to call it. Number 4. Bring it. Oh, I didn't even get enough. Yeah, thread. Alright, here's the tricky part that I didn't know. When you bring it down here, there's a number 6 right above the needle. That is where you're supposed to put it through. You want to slide it in and make sure it clicks into place, or it's not going to work. So mine clicked in, then bring it up to 7, around, cut off, and we're good. Alright, so the next step is to hit the green button here, which tells it to start cutting, start embroidering. That there's really nothing else to show. Just when this color or this portion of the design stops, it'll ask for color change. If you don't, in my case, I don't change the colors for a while, so you just hit the green button when it's ready, and when your entire design is done, then that's it. You take it out and tear away the stabilizer from the back. It'll be easy because this is a light stabilizer. It comes right off. And then on the front, tear away as much as possible, and if there's little bits and pieces still left behind, what you would do is just spray some water on it or throw it in the wash, whatever. It'll come right off. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it wasn't too long. Thank you for watching.